Sup my lovely bushes, welcome back to another My Hero Wants Justice video. It's been a long time since I've covered this game, but I kind of feel like I never give it a proper send-off. I never said goodbye. I'm not gonna stop playing My Hero Wants Justice because I love it to death, but it just feels like content-wise it is dying a lot. But I love this game so much that I just wanted to, you know, give it a proper send-off, and I'm doing this by playing the top players of each character. So this fight going on in the background, it's not just some background fight that I happen to have. This is me versus Draco Wolf, the best Toga player in the world. I honestly don't know where he ranks in the leaderboards, but in the tournament scene, every time the community had some kind of tournament, he placed incredibly well, and his Toga was one heck of a threat. I've seen a lot of Toga players. Toga has always been broken since day one, but I've never seen anyone user as well as Draco Wolf. The amount of times he just guards should be enough of a testament to this guy's skill. And on top of that, being a good Toga also means being a good player of every character in My Hero Wants Justice. Toga can transform into any character that she sucks the blood of. And in this case, Dabi is actually one of the best characters for fighting Toga, because while transformed, Toga cannot use any of the character's quirks. And Dabi without quirks is not the best character in the world, but still, you're gonna see Draco transform into Dabi, if nothing else, just to steal my assists, and he's gonna do some work while transformed. Toga is also a very good zoner. Her tools allow her to compete even with Dabi, one of the best zoners in the game. You can see that he's not afraid to keep his distance, even though I'm sending projectiles over and over. He's gonna throw those knives, he's gonna throw those needles, and once he sucks the blood, he's gonna transform, and I have no assists. He's gonna use that to the best of his ability to deal some damage. Now, I imagine most of the people watching this video aren't really looking for a guide anymore. The game's been out for long enough that there have been so many guides on YouTube. If you wanted to get better at playing Toga, I guess you've already watched one of those videos that explains it way better than I ever could. But if you are one of those players searching for ways to get better at Toga, I suggest keeping a close eye on what's going on in the background. I'm not going to be breaking down any combos or giving you a structured guide on how to play this character at all, but you are watching the best Toga player in the world play. I think you can pick up a thing or two just by watching how he moves. Because one of the things that defines a great player is not just dealing the big damage combos, is also adapting to each situation. I mean, this combo here is a great example. Starting a combo on the ground, it's very easy to go for a max damage combo. In this case, Draco Wolf saw an opening in the air and look at the damage he's dealing. I react to a reset with a raw level 1, but Toga's priority still goes through that, and then Draco just does one thing that I really hate, which is go into a level 2, which has an incredibly long animation when I only have 1 pixel of health. Now, I know he doesn't mean any disrespect by this, it's just to make the fight look a bit more epic, but god, it infuriates me. Now, I didn't want to just play the top players, I also wanted to pick their brain a little bit. So with Draco, I got him on a call, and I started by asking him where did he come from as far as fighting games go, because you'd be surprised at how many different backgrounds My Hero Wants Justice players have. Draco Wolf's case, for instance, is a very unique one. He didn't come from traditional fighting games or 3D arena brawlers.
I mainly came from 2D fighting games, such as Budokai, Naruto, Ultimate Ninja. Honestly, My Hero Academia was my first 3D fighter, if you want to know the truth.
The anime background certainly was there, but both Budokai and the Ultimate Ninja games were basically 2D or 2.5D games. He said Ultimate Ninja, not Ultimate Ninja Storm. Those are the PS2 era games. For someone to pick up Wants Justice as their first 3D brawler and race to the top players as fast as Draco Wolf did is nothing short of impressive. But of course that only happens if the player is passionate, if the player loves the game they're playing. And My Hero Wants Justice made a great first impression with Draco.
Honestly, since I was already a My Hero Academia fan, I was like, okay, cool. I'm hyped for the game, and the customization was already making it more better. So my first gameplay fight of just randomly playing with Ochako, I was literally enjoying the game using her gravity quirk. The ring out system was pretty new for a 3D fighter, and honestly, I didn't have any regrets buying the game at first. My first impression of it.
Interestingly enough, when he picked up the game, Toga was not his first character pick. which is surprising given how well he utilizes her full kit, and also how popular Toga was at launch. A lot of players picked her up, and a lot of players kept playing her to the point that they became this good. I was 100% expecting Draco to be one of those players, but turns out his first love was actually with Uraraka. My Hero Academia is a show with such a strong cast of characters that players will naturally gravitate towards some characters more than others. This isn't new to fighting games at all, but it's perhaps something that is stronger in My Hero 1's Justice, simply because the source material is that good. So despite this being the best Toga player in the world, and let's be honest, he's got kind of a weird relationship with Toga, as you're about to see. It all started with Uraraka Ochako.
Yes, she was my first character. She was before I saw Toga, Uraraka was my favorite character in My Hero Academia. So playing her was definitely my go-to when I got the game. The reason why I got to Toga, the episode where Shigaraki meets her and she's just like, "Hi, my name's Himiko Toga and I want to join the villain squad." I was honestly like, well, bye Ochako, here she is. And then seeing her fight Sue and being seductive and her fetish for blood and then her quirk, it just kind of all added up. But I didn't know about her quirk at first until I read it in the manga, because her quirk wasn't really introduced fully yet in the anime when she was introduced in the game.
Draco Wolf's character choice comes purely from the love he has for the character in the original works, in the manga, in the anime. It wasn't because the character was broken, because the character had a very strong moveset. It was purely because he enjoyed what the character was. And not every fighting game or arena brawler can actually pull that off. Obviously, a lot of this could be accomplished with any other game. If you make a quality product based on a good anime, people will love it no matter what, because they already love the characters they play as. So if the game just has solid mechanics on top of it, it will just be something that people will love to play over time. Unfortunately, quality doesn't always equate quantity. Recently, the developer celebrated the fact that the game sold 500,000 units. And while that number is really high, in today's video game climate, it is not impressive at all, which might explain why the development was sort of dropped. This game needed a lot more patches. There are characters that have been broken for a very long time, but ever since the latest DLC was dropped, no more patches were released. But since it wasn't a game that sold millions and millions of units, its unexpected side effect was to develop a very close and loving community, something that Draco Wolf, as a YouTuber himself, has experienced firsthand.
One's Justice has treated me amazingly. I've got to meet content creators that I didn't expect to meet for a long time. Content creators that's honestly have given me inspiration to do my YouTube channel and meet other people. I was able to grow a community, and it's opened up new paths for me that I didn't expect from, and I'm really thankful for people giving me the opportunity to actually talk to them about the game and help them with characters, and hearing thank you for showing me how to play with this character. And, you know, just hearing feedback from people saying, "Hey Draco, I was able to pull off what you taught me in the video," and it's a blessing, honestly. The best memory I have with this game is actually meeting Papa Berto. I'm fighting him and being able to record that experience with him. But let alone, like I said, My Hero alone was just able to open up a lot of paths for me and just meet people I didn't expect to meet. So that alone was just great.
You can check out Draco's YouTube channel in the description down below. Unfortunately, it doesn't really upload One's Justice that much anymore, but that's just a side effect of the game not being that popular. There aren't that many people watching My Hero One's Justice videos anymore, and it's part of the reason why I'm making this series, to say goodbye to its content. Despite the game being awesome, if people aren't playing and they aren't watching, we just can't make more videos about it. But the game's quality is something that I don't want to leave understated. Mechanically, it is a very original and solid game, but one of Draco's favorite things was something that honestly, I did not expect.
I know it's minor, but to be honest, the dash system, I know it sounds kind of odd why, but it keeps you able to, it's not like a stiff type of thing where, like, if you're fighting your opponent, you have to like run around. You can actually dash around your opponent, juke them, dodge their abilities and whatnot. And at first glance, the support system, I was kind of iffy about it, because I was just saying the support can just help you, but I didn't know you were going to be able to extend your combos with support to, you know, as far as, you know, even giving your opponent half health bar with just support extensions. So definitely with the support system as well, that came in handy a lot.
That said, My Hero 1's Justice is definitely not a perfect game. There are a lot of places where it could be improved. But for a first My Hero Academia console game, this sure made us fall in love with the possibility of a sequel. So if a sequel were to happen, Draco Wolf would like to see some additions.
To keep a competitive anime going, you gotta have more. One, the community has to be big enough as it is, but since the game doesn't have updates as it is, there can't be any competitive sense into it. So maybe starting off with characters, I feel like, for example, if you have a favorite character that's not in the game, then it's not going to give you any, I guess, boost to continue to play it. But if you're like, oh, my favorite character is finally in the game, I'm gonna want to get good with that character, I feel like that will turn the player into a competitive type player. That's just me, in my opinion. Just bring spectator mode, endless tournaments, just in online for just to have the community continue growing.
And as I finally get a win against this nightmarish Toga, I thank Draco Wolf for being a part of this video and a part of this community. Make sure to check him out. His YouTube is in the description down below. I've got a lot more top players to share with you guys, complete with interviews and gameplay, so hopefully this video does well, because I want to be able to keep showing you how much this community loves this game and how these players took this game to the next level. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.